Hi guys, it's Jade again. So guys, it's day 20 for our 30-day cleanse and restore challenge now. So we're 2/3 of the way through. That's a good job. Well done, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, so tomorrow will be day 21, and we are going to start the PB Assist, okay? And I'll tell you more about the PB Assist tomorrow, but this is our probiotic that is meant to be released in the gut, okay? So it's very exciting, very smart of doTERRA to make this a form of deliverance, okay? So that's that. But today I want to talk about a topic that I think not everyone knows about, and it's about the dark side of soy, coffee, and tea. Okay, I'll just give you reasons why I don't use these things. Okay, I don't eat these things, that's all. And it will be up to you, of course, what you think, but I feel like I need to share with you what I discovered. So about 10 years ago, I read an article, a very long article called The Dark Side of Soy. And I was surprised because I thought that soy was a healthy food, okay? But what it was just the history of soy, how it used to be a fertilizer. It helps the soil absorb the nitrogen, I think, from the air and put it into the soil. So it's basically, it wasn't food. And after a while, people had so much soy that they wanted it to be put in food, and they had to petition the government 3 times for it to be put in food. And there was a limitation, and then the limitation lifted. So I look through the ingredients of the foods that I buy to make sure that there's no food. There's about 90% of the soy in the US are GMO. And it's different to in other countries, but I'm just talking about the US now. Okay, so the soy, why is it bad? It's bad because it's an anti-nutrient. Okay, so what that means is there's the phytic acid that binds to the minerals, and it draws minerals and away from our body. Okay, so the magnesium, the zinc, iron, calcium away from our body, so our body's not absorbing it as it should. Okay, so over time we have problems like anemia and problems like osteoporosis and things like that. Okay, so more than that, there's an enzyme inhibitor as well. Okay, it blocks the body's ability to break down certain foods. Okay, so it leads to a lot of health problems, and you can see that, all right? It can do that. And then it also has certain lectins that prevent the body from absorbing nutrients, okay, which causes a lot of autoimmune problems. And then it absorbs a lot of hormones. So it causes a lot of hormonal imbalance in us. So it can cause, a lot of the hormonal imbalance, health problems, so fertility problems, high estrogen levels in our body, Hashimoto disease, autoimmune disease, and infertility, breast tissue overproduction, and all sorts of things like that. Sometimes people talk about, oh, the soy in Japan is good. The soy, well, we're talking about the soy in the US. Okay, it's not a health food. Okay, and so be careful, study and research it for yourself. I'm not going to tell you which ones are good, which ones are not. Okay, really not good for children. They put it in the children. They had a limit of 30% putting into the children's food, okay, and to remove fat, and then they put soy in and the sugar in, which makes things worse. So there's a whole bunch of problems there that it can cause. Okay, it can cause cancer, dementia. There's studies that show that, and there's just so much research there, so you can read about it. I don't want to bore you with all the details, so you can do a search on the dark side of soy, and you'll see some stories and things that you can read about it, and you can make it that decision yourself. So make sure when you read the ingredients, you don't want to eat foods that have soy bean oil or lecithin, or a soy protein isolate, soy lecithin, okay? So those things are not healthy for us. So that's about soy, okay? So we can actually live without soy, you guys. When you realize how bad it is for us, our cells, you know, you need to avoid it as much as you can. All right, so let's talk about coffee and tea. I mean, that's a habit for everyone, right? We can do alternatives. Okay, we can do healthy herbal teas, okay, and we can do healthy organic cocoa chocolate drink instead, okay? So yes, there are some good things about tea and coffee, right? Especially coffee, you know, people say, well, there's vitamins and minerals. Yes, there are, but not to a huge degree. Okay, there's the main thing is it's a stimulant. Okay, so it activates the brains. That's why people drink it. Okay, but actually it has 5 times the amount of caffeine that like a Lipton tea bag will have, right? In a normal short cup of coffee. It actually is very addictive, so it reduces your power to choose. So you serve those addictions, okay? Basically, it's borrowing tomorrow's energy for today. So if you don't get your coffee today, you'll be grumpy and irritable. Okay, so it's not a good idea. It increases the, you know, brain activity, yes, but you know, there's a price we have to pay. So people say, well, what about decaf? Isn't that good? Well, the solvents that's used to filter out, to rinse out the decaf is called methylene chloride, and it has been banned, actually. You know, it's an ingredient in paint strippers, and it has been banned by the EPA, but the FDA still allows it to be used to decaffeinate coffee. Okay, so it's not that ingredient is not good for women who are pregnant or people who are elderly or people who have heart disease. Okay, so some people say, well, it has high in antioxidants, so that must be good. So if you're looking at the ORAC score, which is the measure of antioxidants, it's actually 150,000 to 170,000 on the ORAC score. But if you, let's see, if you take, say, just clove essential oils, that's 1 million, okay, on the score. Or myrrh is 380,000 almost. Okay, so there's lots of other foods that have high levels of antioxidants if you're looking for that benefit. Okay, so the other thing too is they say, well, you know, it's good for anti-cancer, some of it, you know. So yes, there's some research that does say that because of the antioxidant levels, but it also causes us to have bad cholesterol. So all in all, the pros and the cons, when you weigh it out, it's more cons. Okay, so try to change this habit. As you do the cleansing, you want to change habits anyways. Okay, you want to change it for good, because it's not like a short-term thing and then you go right back to your normal life again. So try to allow this to elevate you to the next level, and after about 3 months you're going to do the cleanse again and allow yourself to raise above this level as well. Okay, so we're not going around in circles. Okay, that's the idea. I think it's very important for us to clear our body, clean our minds, clean our spirit, because, you know, we need to raise to the degree of the world needs us to be right now. Okay, as the world increases in darkness, we need to rise to, you know, be equal and opposite in light, to help with just our personal receptivity for the divine directives, and also, you know, to help bring greater peace in our families, in ourselves, and then of course in our community. So I feel like it's very important for us to be clear-headed, okay, and our body's clean. When our body's clean, it can, send messages to our brains, and our brains will be able to receive it better. Okay, there's a lot of divine connections there, that, the wisdom of which you will see once your body is a lot cleaner. Okay, and you'll be a lot happier. You'll have better weight. So all of the good things and none of the bad. So why not, right? Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like to book a time and just chat one-on-one with me, go to my website, book an energy balancing session with me. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. Please share this video with your friends and your family. Just help inform them, help them change culture, okay? So we don't have to have this culture of, eating poorly, drinking poorly. We can actually change this, okay? So all in all, it will help us be more enlightened and healthier, and feel abundant in love. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you aren't already friends with me, please friend me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.